All right, man. I told you guys this edition of Hip Hop 101, we was gonna get into the current state of female rap, and also today we're gonna talk about did the South destroy rap. So let's get into it, man. Appreciate everybody who listening live. Appreciate everybody who gonna tap in on the replay, and just keep sharing the videos. And obviously I got to shout out who I got to shout out. So bear with me. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out on any of those social media sites: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Twitter is the fastest way, then IG, then Facebook. All those links in the description. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers, right there on your screen. If you got an iPhone or a phone you're trying to sell, you get that number up or their website and social media on the description, and they appraise your phone and they give you cash for them. So they buy phones, they shoot you the cash. Black owned business. Don't forget to check out our other black owned business, www.thehelpblaze.com. You need 100% all natural products from lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, toothpaste, the whole nine. They got everything for somebody. They have everything for everybody in the house. Father's Day coming up. Want to keep your man fine groomed and all that good stuff. If you in the you know pampering your man for Father's Day or your baby daddy, whoever the hell husband, hit them up. They got good deals. Same for the brothers. If you a little bit late on Mother's Day, girl birthday coming up, got bath bombs, moisturizer bars, work for eczema and other dry skin stuff that you're facing. So you can check them out. www.thehelpblaze.com. Use the promo code Goodfellow Unboxing, 18% off. All the information in the description. And don't forget, check out my boy Dame J new album, No Regret. He got you, man. I'm telling you, 10 good songs, good mix, good engineering, one of the best underground albums I heard in a while. So you can check his album out. It's everywhere. Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, the whole nine. So check out the boy Dame J brand new album, No Regrets. He got a visual coming. I'm gonna share that with you guys in album review when I get around to it. But obviously, I think female hip hop is at a point where it's highest as it ever been. You may not agree with the lyricism, the penmanship. You may not agree with what they rapping about. I mean, it's a far fetched like real female rap really kicked off. With your Roxanne Shantae, your Queen Latifah's. Even rappers people don't remember. The female rapper out of Detroit, the Boss, used to run with DJ Quick and AMG and them. I mean, it's just a lot of people you got to pay homage to. The Brat was the first female to go platinum. Little Kim, Foxy Brown, MC Light. I mean, you could just keep going on and on and on and on with Dope MCs. But even with them, Missy Elliott, I got a shout out to her. Even then, female rap is at a height that it's never been at before. You know, you haven't had this many female artists, that top the Billboard 100 charts. Real talk. You haven't had this many people, this many females doing well. And it's like they taking over the radio. They taking over rap. And still you have this they condition to work against each other. Even though Doja Cat not a rapper, she worked with Nicki, and Beyonce not a rapper, she worked with Megan. It's still some type of competition. The whole Nicki putting Cardi against Megan. The whole Nicki, 40-year-old woman want to come for the throne from Cardi. You know what I'm saying? They'd be wise right now. The male side of the rap game, it ain't as strong as it ever been. I don't think it ever be as strong as it was in the '90s. A lot of these dudes are, barely reaching 100,000 and they topping the Billboard 100 charts. At one time, you had dudes that almost went platinum in 1 week, and those are with physical album copies. But the thing that stopped female rap from taking over the whole rap game is just them not working with each other. That's it. Females are conditioned to work against each other. You know what I'm saying? In the rap game. Imagine if Nicki and Foxy Brown and Queen Latifah and MC Light and the Brat and all of them work together, on a regular basis. Imagine if Megan and Cardi and Nicki all work together. That's the issue that they having with the female rap game. Everybody think it's only one crown, it's only one throne, but you can be the queen of rap in the South. You could be the queen of rap in the East. Y'all all can sit on one throne. It don't really matter. Right now, they got an opportunity to do something special. All this momentum that all the female rappers got, all of them got, they got something to do special. Work together, collab together. Don't go against each other. Beefs may sell records for a short amount of time, but it deteriorates and it destroys careers. These women, you know, even though people call it stripper rap, but that's what everybody doing now. Everybody doing drugs. Everybody going to the club, and it's always kind of be the whole club thing. They listening to these raps. Yo, raps is hot when they playing them in the strip club. So everybody pretty much catering to these females are catering towards what people want to hear. They don't care about penmanship. And when I talk about the South in a minute, I get to that. They don't care who female rap is kind of like R&B, or country or rock. They don't care who wrote the song. They don't care if this dude is writing what's her name, Ruby Rose raps. They don't care if Safari was writing Nicki Minaj raps. The female fan base, they ain't that anal about whose pen it is. You feel me? Everybody just think, oh, Remy Ma, I got to throw her in there as well. Everybody think, oh, Papoose wrote Remy Ma, Safari wrote for Nicki, somebody wrote for Megan, Offset or somebody wrote for Cardi B. That's just how it's conditioned. So, really, they really don't worry about that. But right now, if these females work with each other instead of against each other, they will be in a great position, to make more money and have more longevity. Females just in the rap game, it's just always got to be one. You know what I'm saying? Even with Biggie and Pac, it never seemed like it only had to be one. You still had Nas, you still had kind of Jay was on the come up, you still had Big L, Big Pun. You know, I don't know if it's more of a male or if it's more of a female thing. And I think it's more of a female thing where it got to be only one queen at the top. It only can be one at a time. It don't have to be that way. You ain't got a diss. You know what I'm saying? And kind of in female rap, it's always been singular. It could be plurals 12 fucking months of the year. It's 12 months of the year. You only can drop so many albums a year. It's enough for all of them. They can do a big ass dope, rap tour with all them on tour together. They can do, the hot thing to do in male rap now. You see that TDE and J. Cole, people they might drop an album together. We know Fab and Jadakiss did something. Kanye and Jay did something. You know what I'm saying? How not be the first female artist, you know, instead of, beefing over niggas and beefing over who the queen of New York or who the queen of this. How about Cardi and Nicki do a Queen of New York album? That shit is shoot through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Megan and Beyonce could do a whole album together. That shit is shoot through the roof. When females work together, great things can happen. And one of the reasons female rap isn't as popular as male rap is because females got to support female rap. And that's in every aspect of female departments. That's, sports, all that. If the females support the WNBA, if the females blast the female rap, they blast the R&B, the dudes gonna come. Female undeniably, they undeniably support the male rap. A lot of them support the NBA, the NFL. You know what I'm saying? They got to show that unconditional support to the female artists and the female sports ladies. You know what I'm saying? Sports women. They got to show that unconditional support. Female rap is at a point where it can bubble. It can take over male rap. A lot of the females coming with better bars and better music. Now that the mumble rap coming on, it ain't even been a female mumble rapper yet. I think a lot of people waiting on that. These women are pronunciating and they dropping bars, and if they wrote them or not, like I said, it doesn't matter. But if they continue to work against each other and they got petty beefs and, just females being mad because this girl on top, like I said, it's 12 months of the year, bro. You got spring, you got summer, you got fall, you got winter. Everybody can take their turn. Everybody can take their turn. It's in a great place to actually, supersede what these dudes are doing. The dudes' numbers are terrible. I don't report them all the time, but every rap album that came out this year was almost a disappointment. I mean, you're talking about 110,000 streams is getting you the number one album in the country. That's what Gunna did, 115, 119. Blueface did like shit. I forget. It wasn't that good. Somebody else came, wasn't that good. Uzi Vert did solid, but it's still compared to physical and stream copies, it's not that good because a lot of these dudes are using robots to get their copies, to get their streams. A lot of people is streaming their own music. And I ain't knock you doing for what you're doing, but the females right now, you got Cardi, Nicki, Cash Doll, you got Megan the Stallion. You know what I'm saying? You got all these females that's doing well right now. Why not work with each other instead of work against each other? Y'all all making the same type of music. You got the city girls. They all making the same type of music. Chosen kid, I get their salute. They all making the same type of music. That was a problem. And you had Trina, you had all these girls. And to really look, Trina had a really, really long and strong run. Where Foxy Brown run was cut short due to her hearing loss. Lil Kim had a nice and long run. But if they had worked together instead of working against each other, oh, I'm the baddest, but no, us only could be one bad chick. I'm the queen bee. I'm this and that. Instead of working together, how you think Jay Z, had longevity in the game? LL, a lot of collaborations in there. Eminem, you had collaborations with who else you had in there? You had just a lot of different collabs. LL did a lot of different collabs with R&B groups, A. Marie, Jennifer Lopez. You can just keep going on and on, collaborating with different producers. That's what females need to do more. They need to work together, man. It ain't like they not making the same type of music. It's the same type of fucking music. If they really want to top this shit and dominate and make this the era of female rap, it's the perfect era. Not just have a small point in the golden age of rap. In the beginning, it was really nothing. It was a few. It was Roxanne and Shantae in the '80s, and then really was nothing. And Queen at the end. You know what I'm saying? If you want to dominate rap, it's the perfect time right now for women to dominate rap. It's the perfect time to dominate rap. It's no strong. It's no dominant rapper right now. It ain't no Pocket. It ain't no Big. It ain't no Jay in a prime. You don't even have a fucking Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? All those dudes are not dominant no more. There's no force in it. You could say Drake. Would you really consider him a rapper? Like DMX say he a female rapper. Right now, you can get in where you fit in right now. But instead of that, they want to beef and throw chairs and they want to do all this other shit and they want to throw shots at each other, man. If they work together, they all can be balling. They can top rap. They can have all 4 seasons on lock. They can have all 12 months of the summer on lock. And I'm not saying that. I know a lot of people gonna say, well, the message is, about being strippers and being hoes and stuff of that, and that's true. Let's not act like rap was always positive. It wasn't. It had a small conscious part in it. You had Public Enemy, you know what I'm saying? You had Don Salute. You had a few of them. Tribe. You had a few people that were speaking conscious. Get out and get up and get out and do something. You know what I'm saying? Outcast, however that went. Angel Salute. You had a few dudes who was doing conscious, but rap has never been 100% conscious. It's only been a very very small percentage. So if they want to glorify being hoes and thoughts, it's up to you to cover your daughter ears. But that's what's selling right now, and that's kind of what That's kind of what it's become. It used to be taboo to kind of be a little freaky and kind of be a little thought. The little runners in school, the little thoughts in school. They always the quiet chicks that's real quiet, and you know what I'm saying. They kind of got you kind of know they got that freak look in their eyes and shit. They already in heat. You feel me? Now that shit cool. Oh, this dude did this to me. I sucked his shit. It's cool. It's cool to go into the strip club now and come down the pole and shake your ass. You ain't gotta hide your face like Diamond from Players Club. That's what's happening now. The glorification of being a stripper and being a hoe. So if that's your reality, that's your reality. That's what they want to rap about. That's where they play your song the most at is the strip club. Go ahead and rap about your reality. And people say, won't that destroy the community? Hey, then gangster rap, hype motherfuckers up to go in there and rob fucking stores and liquor stores. Same thing. If you're not censoring your kids' music, and who really is? Your kids go with all this technology, iPads and phones, and you got little kids having phones. They gonna listen to what they want to listen to, and that's just the God honest truth. So I'm not knocking they subject matter because that's just what the norm is now. Titty rap, booty rap, slut rap. And then you got the women that think that they think like men. They think it's cool. I gave him some this last night. That's not cool. But this is no longer the era my era rap. And I don't know how old everybody is in the chat is and who will listen. This is no longer our era rap. It's not. This is a totally different era in rap. Him and shit, it don't matter. Just like you see niggas walking, like they go to the club and be fresh, not like just run to the grocery store. And he got Air Force Ones on with an Adidas outfit on. Nigga, back in our day, you gonna get clowned. They gonna stone you in the schoolyard. They gonna clown you in the club. But it don't matter no more. You have a Nike outfit on with Reebok shoes. That's just how they rocking. It's a different caliber of era. The eras have changed. And same thing for females. It's okay to be a hoe. It's okay to milk a nigga. It's okay to rely on a nigga. It's okay to use the abortion hustle. It's okay to be one of Future's 9 baby mamas. It's okay. It's norm. It's the norm now. But if these females actually build together, they actually work together, let's work against each other, they can top it. It's right there for the taking. It ain't like it's 50, it's hundreds of male rappers out there. From the Uzi Verse to the Futures to the Drakes. You know what I'm saying? To you still got Fabulous, 2 Chains, Blueface. Keep going on and on with rappers. Mozzie, Sada Baby, D Grizzly, you know, Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? You got all these rappers. Just think about all as many active, like prominent commercial rappers that as they are right now. It's probably 100 of them. It has never been 50% of that of females at one time. It's always only been a handful. Been 1, 2, 3 at a time, 4 maybe at a time. 4 or 5 prominent female rappers taking over the 90s. Not simultaneously balling at once. It's always been conditioned to have one queen on the throne in rap. And I think that's not fair. And I think the females are playing into it. And you got Trina saying I'm the baddest bitch arguing with Kaya over and over fucking nothing. You know what I'm saying? You had MC Light, the Brad. You know, you had Queen Latifah. She worked with old girl from the UK on that song, Ladies First. You had them here and there. You know, but they can be different. You can have 50 different women, you know, active in the charts. You can have, just as you had 100 men, that's 100 male rappers that's probably active right now. You can have 100 females that's active. You can have Young and May. You can have a Young and May, who's probably the most lyrical one out of them all, and probably the only one that really write her own raps. You know what I'm saying? You can also have a Cash Doll. You can also have a Cardi B. You can also have a Nicki Minaj. You can have Megan Thee Stallion. You can also have other females that can do it. But that sorority of women are buying into the narrative that it only can be one. It only can be one top dog. And that's not right. Y'all all making the same music. This is y'all era. Preach unity. Preach togetherness. Work together, not against. How many male rappers you see really working against each other? Not too many. They can beef, box. I seen the YK Osiris boxing TJ from the Bronx. They can box and still make a song together, make a whole album together. Chris Brown and Young Thug just drop an album together. That's normal. You gotta get that queen mentality out. It only could be one queen bee. This ain't the fucking Beehive. And that's no pun at Beyonce. This is a situation where all women, they should be working together right now to top the game. Benjamin Fro, salute. They should work together to top the game because it's no strong male artists out there. People say, "Oh, Drake is this, Drake is that." Drake is just an extension of Drake is an extension of a commercial ass. Him and Future are pop rappers. You know what I'm saying? They crossed over and it's cool. They crossed over. You know, they can sing it, they can rap it, but we talking about pure lyricism. pure bars, pure heat. You know, all these females that sitting here and just thinking about how I can go against her. Man, he just work together. Y'all make the same type of music. Right now, it's never been a better time in the rap game for the females to take over. You know what I'm saying? It's a great time. And penmanship don't even fucking matter no more. You know, and now that being a slut and being a hoe, being a stripper, before I end this point of the talk, all that used to be frowned upon. When girls used to go to the strip club, they used to hate for guys to find out they were stripping. You know, when girls used to do porn, before salute, they used to hate when dudes used to find out that they did porn on the side to pay through college tuition or whatever. You know, when you had 7 different boyfriends you was ran through, you used to hate for dudes to find out that. But now it don't even matter no more. The art of taboo is pretty much gone amongst females. And females that do, value their body as temples, they do value their privacy, you know. They do still have some morals and integrity. That's cool. That's cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. That's wifey material, damn near, depending on what else you bring to the table. But right now, it's all about being a hoe. It's all about what they call it, summer, whatever they call it. You know, hot girl summer, whatever. That's what it's about. I make it easier for your average teenager or shit. You got the old dudes playing the field too. It make it easy for them to play the field. She know what it is. You know what it is. So if you bust up in her, you want to wife a girl that's talking about hot girl summer and glorifying being a hoe, is that you got to think of it that way. Do you want your daughter to grow up and be that? That's how you kind of. That's kind of how you pick your wife. Fuck the ass, the titties, and all that shit, man. That's come second and third. You judge a woman in a relationship not by the box. You look at her and say, do I want my daughter to grow up like that? Do I want my son to say that's her mother? Courtney, salute. That's what you say. Can she take care of the kids? Does she value education? Those kind of the things that you look at. But I do think female rap is at a point where if they galvanize and they form some camaraderie and start working against each other, they could dominate the charts for the at least the next half of this decade. But what rap always show you is rap is in most music is like this, but rap is temporary. It's like being a temp in the plant. It's a temporary job. You're not gonna have a career from the '80s and the '90s, 2000s. Like LL or the '90s, 2010s. Maybe Jay makes more albums. You're not gonna have fabulous type of longevity. If rap show you anything, you lucky to have a good 3 albums. You know what I'm saying? So the females need to realize this. As hot as you is right now, come 2021, the sound might change. You might get some chick from Delaware that changed the sound of rap. That's kind of why Nicki Minaj is sounding like she out of touch with rap. You know what I'm saying? It's not because she can't rap no more. It's not because Safari there no more. It's not because the production not there no more. The problem is this it's changed. And it's easy to change with rap when you got writers. Look how Kanye West changed. And one day I'll do a live stream on rap deucers. That'll come. Right? But look how he just changed. He changed from being a spitter. Then he kind of went into, his little 808 phase and My Twisted Dark Fantasy. Then he sounded like Travis Scott with his hard metal Yeezy album. What was it called? Yeezus. Only song I liked on there was Bound to. And then he started sounding at one point before that he sounded like Cuddy a little bit. His sound continued to change. Only dudes that special like Jay and LL, and only dudes that use other writers can truly supersede eras in rap. Because if you just look at it, maybe we do a look at rap history 101. Make sure y'all share to hit the thumbs up button for your boy. If you look at rap history, Run DMC couldn't make the jumps from the '80s to '90s. Even if they got Pete Rock, you down with the king, they couldn't make that jump. Rap had changed too much. It was the New Jack Swing, type style thing, and then pretty much it took off to some gangster shit. Cube, NWA kind of changed that gangster persona then. But for Nicki Minaj, rap just changed when she went away. She not a stripper rapper. She might show her fake butt and all that, but that's not her. Rap changed. It's gonna change. And instead of force yourself to change with rap, me personally, what you got to do is do what Nicki Minaj has done: make $29 million with investments and endorsements in rap. Do what Rihanna did. Rihanna ain't got to drop another album in her life. She made smart investments and she had great endorsements. So remember that your rap career is temporary. You lucky to have a good 5-year run. You know what I'm saying? Strong. So you use your fame to get into Hollywood and to get in other endorsements and all that, this, that, and the third. Nicki Minaj was hot for a minute. But she never had a #1 song until Doja Cat Say So. How many great albums did she have? I mean, Pink Friday, and what else did she really have? Her run wasn't that legendary. It wasn't. So we'll see. We'll see. Usually female artists don't have that legendary run. Missy Elliott probably got one of the strongest runs in female history. But then again, Missy did a lot more than just rap. You know what I'm saying? Lil Kim and Foxy, they had a nice little run for a minute. But who's the female rapper? Who's the female Jay-Z? It's not none. Not to my knowledge. Drizzle Dollar Man, salute. Who's the female Jay-Z? It's not one. Lauryn Hill, Wyclef played with her head and she was gone. Erykah Badu, more R&B. Who's had that 20-year run? It's not going to happen. Maybe Cardi can be the first to change it. But as quick as you see it goes from stripper rap, it's going to be something else. You can't predict rap. Coming through the trap era in the early 2000s, that's what dominated rap. Was it Rick Ross, Tip, Jeezy, Gucci? They dominated the rap. Boys in the Hood, Gorilla Zoe had his minute. You know what I'm saying? Through that era, don't forget Dollar Boy and 2 Chainz. That Takeoff album was dope. Lil Wayne, you feel me? I wouldn't consider him a trap rapper, but he was hot. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought rap would have went from that to wiggity, 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 hoppity, hoppity, to what it is now? Auto-tune turned into mumble rap. Who would have seen the metamorphosis happening? I mean, in the 80s, who would have thought, Run DMC, walk this way. You had all this shit. My Adidas, Who'd have thought it would have went LL Cool J way? My radio, I'm bad. You know what I'm saying? Then who thought they would have went from that, before that, hip hop, hibbity hop, how you like me now, and all that, to NWA? Who seen that metamorphosis happening in rap? Nobody. Straight out of Compton, a crazy motherfucking name. Who would have seen that coming? Ice Cube, on the gang, with attitude. Who seen that coming? Nobody. Nobody even seen the West, knocking on the door. They just barged in. Them and DJ Quick. They just barged on in. Then America's Most Wanted. Then it was over with then. Gangster rap was here to stay. Off that, they built it with The Chronic. The Chronic is really the album that took rap commercial. That's the first album, and it wasn't intended, and I don't want to give a history of rap and take away from the females, but maybe this is something I'll talk about in another stream, maybe next episode. The Chronic was the first commercial crossover album that I can remember. But it was by accident. You know what I'm saying? The samples on that was second to none. That crossed over rap. It wasn't intentional. Who knew rap can cross over like that? Nobody wanted that album. Remember that. Jimmy Iovine took the album, didn't know rap. Gangster rap is what commercialized rap. And off the strength of that, you had a lot of shit come off of that. You had Doggy Style. That immortalized Snoop. Snoop didn't have to do shit after that. And that was the standard. That was the standard. That's what said. That's what every artist inspired to be that wanted to cross over was with the Chronic. Gangster rap crossed over before any other thing. Conscious rapper never crossed over. Let me tell you that. KRS-One, Chuck D, they had a run, but it'll never cross over like a Future, like a Drake. It's too scary for white America. Too scary for Latin America, Arab America, Indian America. You feel me? That Chronic album. It was a mistake. It wasn't meant to do that shit. Listen to what they was talking about. Bodies found on Greenleaf. I'm motherfucking Drake. Listen to that whole little ghetto boy and all that shit on that whole album. That shit wasn't intended to be a crossover classic album. I mean crossover commercial album, but it crossed over and it came at the Rodney Teen riot time. Crossed over. Drake didn't have to make another album for almost 10 years. And for Dre, he still hit with the two Chronic 2001. That was a smash hit. And Compton wasn't a bad album neither. But that album wasn't. You had straight hood niggas writing that shit. Snoop, DOC from Dallas, out to Dallas. That was a hood nigga album. And everybody since then been trying to find that commercial success. Every executive was looking for that success. Nobody knew that album was gonna do what it did. That album was an introduction to a lot of white people getting into rap. That brought a lot of guests into hip hop. Real talk, it did. People don't look at that album that way, but it brought a lot of guests into hip hop. A lot of motherfuckers off the strength of that album, what Dre did. And I'm not saying he responsible for having the guests in hip hop, but a lot of people that album motivated people to listen. It was a commercially syndicated album where it made everybody feel good. What you call a DMX commercial? I mean, he went commercial. He kind of like the Chronic. He wasn't meant to be commercial. It just happened. The Chronic was not intentionally crossed over. It was something that just happened. You got a lot of people that look to cross over. They can't wait to cross over. Some good at it, some bad at it, some just okay at it. But DMX never intended to cross over. Listen to the music. That's some scary shit. Now, he tried to do it with Cisco, and he had songs with Aaliyah, what they really want. He had them. Once white America became comfortable with DMX, then they tried to push the boat. You know who somebody that tried to cross over and did a horrible job was Gucci Man. They tried to cross him over with the Usher song, the Spotlight. He just didn't do a good job at it. That was intentionally pushed by the label. This is why Gucci didn't want to be with a major label. But let's talk about the South. You know, and a lot of people point for them for messing up hip hop. But at one point, they was the West Coast. They was the West Coast of rap. When I say that, the West Coast with Cube and Quick and them, they had a hard time breaking through with gangster rap. And the South it wasn't that gangster rap wasn't established and trap rap wasn't established back then. It's just that they didn't want to let the South in. The lingo was too different. You feel me? People didn't understand the language, the accent. See, when you go out to New York, they got an accent, but you go to Cali, they kind of sound like proper, like they say we is in Detroit. They don't have an East. They can accept that, but in the South, you got Candy Pipe, Zip, and yeah, you got all that. Like a lot of people wasn't accepting that. A lot of people would say this shit goofy, that shit lame. Them boys from the South, they slow. That was the narrative. Remember Everyday Struggles when Biggie said he said what he said when I learned dimes went for 20 down south, packed up my shit, made a power move. That's kind of was the narrative was that the South was slow, the accent, but then again, like Jay Electronica said, SJ Fish 101 salute. He said they was clowning us, but they was jacking our style. But people got to remember, most black people came from the South. And like New York got to remember when they trying to look down on guys like Drake, they try to look down on guys that was from the South. But what you got to remember is a lot of y'all came from the South, but then again, a lot of the mobsters that came to New York and took over in the black community was from the South. Bumpy Johnson, Frank Lucas, they was all from like Carolinas or some shit like that. So it's no real different. It was just that the language was a little bit different. The slang was different. Remember, Outkast had, some of the, they was the only really ones that was on the radio strong. 3 6 and, UGK and 8 Ball MJG and a lot of other unnamed Southern legends. This is the foundation that they built. Master P, he built this shit. Birdman, they motherfucker laid the foundation of the South, Lil Flip, brick by brick, for all these people to live like they living. How New York was the most, it was the rap hub, and then the West Cali was the rap hub. Now it's the South turn, and the South had it for way longer than both of them. Remember, rap started somewhere in the 80s. So you say in the 80s, was the East Coast. The 90s, the you can make a case the West dominated the 90s, but it was just great rap from both sides. Then you had a sprinkle of the South in there with Outkast. Now it's nothing New York now about rap. What's New York about the rap other than Griselda, Conway, Benny, West Side Gun? What's New York that sound like that? Maybe Ferg. ASAP don't want to rap. He sound like he from the South. I mean, he's yeah. Every person that you hear rap right now that's prominent sound like and Young and May is the other. It's only like them the only three I listen to. Obviously, rest in peace to Fred the Godson, but I mean Major. Everybody else sound like the South. Designer sound like the South. Happy to see him get out his good music bad deal. Lil Uzi Vert from Philly, you think he from the South? Meek, he signed his own little sound. You feel me? He sound like he from the East. He don't sound Philly, but he sound, not the Broad Street Bully I'm listening to in Cassidy Philly or the Freeway Philly, but he sound like a lot of these dudes sound like the South. The mumble music, where that come from? The South. You know what I'm saying? And then, along people could say the South destroyed rap, but it just wasn't the South. The powers that be have to push your rap. And when Atlanta got to rap, and it emasculated rap. That's why Drake is able to be on a pedestal and tell his feelings. Drake could never do that shit in the 90s. Snoop, Pop, Big would have ended his career with a bar, like he did Kwame. And Pac would have put him in the trash can, and Death Row would have rolled him in the street with the fishes, in the sea with the fishes. Drake would have had to masquerade as a female artist. So it just wasn't the South. When these executives found that the South had talent, you got to remember, Lil Flip got a $30 million deal. That was the hard work of all these legends that was really rapping about some real shit. Mr. Biggs from Alabama, shout out to him. The Pimp C's, the UGKs, the Lil Troys, the 8 Ball MJG. You know what I'm saying? The 3 6 Mafias. They crawled. They suffered. They was crucified. The Master P's. They Little Wayne's. They did this shit for these dudes today. All that shit they was doing in the 90s. Trick Daddy, Trina. They the real heroes, for the South. They should be immortalized into the Rap Hall of Fame. Even some of the one-hit wonders that came out the South. They should be celebrated. The Killer Mikes, the David Banners, they, come on. But when the South got a hold of rap, a lot of shit started going wrong with purses. And everybody not kind of knew Atlanta's been kind of funny. It's a lot of stories about, a lot of the rappers, you hear the interviews, getting caught with little boys in their trucks and in the club parking lot. And then we know what it is. when Atlanta became the hot hub for rap, it pretty much emasculated rap. You know what I'm saying? You see the purses, you see the tight pants, you see all this shit, man. Niggas, doing what they doing, being sassy and stuff of that nature. It went from trap rap to some other type stuff. But as far not just the culture of hip hop, but as far as the bars, a lot of people will tell you the South has never been lyrical, even though Andre and Big Boy was talking shit. You go to 3 6 Mafia, would you consider them lyrical? A lot of people wouldn't. Even UGK, even though they was talking shit that them niggas in Texas and niggas in Arkansas and all over the South understood, the East Coast niggas was laughing at it because they didn't understand it. They felt that they set the standard. But the penmanship really did drop. A lot of these dudes was punching lines like they was Easy E. And what also helped change the game is now you can make a beat on your phone. Now these dudes really don't do studio sessions. The real MVPs for the rap being saved the way it is the engineers and the dudes that's mixing the album. Because once you listen to it, come on, who really lyrical? You say Cole, you say Kendrick on a major level. MA can rap a little bit, a lot of bit. I ain't gonna say a little bit, but who really lyrical? These dudes not saying nothing no more. You tell me what's the hottest line a nigga said, and a lot of these niggas quote lines that I just think is just garbage. It has no meaning. The analogies is shitty. But really, Lil Wayne is probably one of the most influential. He probably is the most influential rapper, since 2000. Who's had more influence on rap than Lil Wayne? Nobody. All these when he determined that the Carter 3 was going to be his move. When he determined that, it changed rap. That was 09. Just look at the timeline. After the Carter 3 came out, and that whole party of like a rock star type phase came out, and ever since then, Lil Wayne tipped the balance of rap. Niggas say I ain't gotta have bars no more. And people say Lil Wayne was spitting on that. A lot of that shit made no sense. Real G's moving silence like lasagna. Like where does that go in the bark in the bar to break the bars? Garbage. But all these dudes are Spawn or the kids of Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was the influence with a lot of these dudes. And when Wayne said, you know what, I don't want to be the Carter 1, the 500 degrees, the Carter 2 type Wayne no more. I'm going to dumb it down and be commercial and cross over. That hurt. That was the biggest turning point in rap. Jay-Z never had the influence that Lil Wayne had. Because Lil Wayne dumbed it down when the Carter 3 and went commercial and Lily got lollipop. Tell me at that point, rap changed. It changed hard. Look at the next 10 years. Anybody can do it. Niggas making beats on their phone. Lil Wayne wearing the funny shit. Skateboard and all these funny clothes. Now they turned into skinny jeans and purses, and his weird ass changed it. They can't even rap shit positive. It ain't because it's a lid on it. They can't even put the words together to rap about something positive. Everybody high, doped up. Remember the dude that Lil Wayne did the song with? Lily Lollipop, Static Major, he died getting high, fucking with Lil Wayne. And then you go back to Master P. Go back to P. Master P was just throwing albums out, didn't care the quality at all. This motherfucker had 100 niggas in the studio. They just saying, you rap your verse, you rap your verse, you rap your verse. It was no quality. It was all just quantity. P just flooded the streets with quantity. And whatever hit, it hit. They had some hits. But when people see P was just throwing shit out there every week and just flooding the streets with albums and flooding the streets with whatever, right then and there, that hurt the quality. There wasn't no quality with P shit. Niggas just spitting, niggas from the neighborhood just spitting, he throwing it out there. Putting Silk the Shocker on there, he just throwing them out there. Not to say Master P was solely to blame. And then it went from P and them doing their thing to before you know it, Lil Jon not saying the motherfucking thing. Who you looking at, nigga? Who all that shit? That shit wasn't rap. So when you see dudes just putting shit out and the quality ain't that good, but people liking it, well, come on. You see Lil Wayne out there, Lil Jon out there, and just saying whatever. I ain't never scared. I ain't and all that. Like, nigga, you can do it. He ain't rapping no more. He just talking. You see Birdman out there. They them fools with the pimped out Gucci shoe. You know what I'm saying? If he can do it, I can do it. These niggas wasn't rapping no more. They were just talking. And just talking on rapping. When people see Lil Wayne, Lil Jon, Birdman doing it, you know what I'm saying? Silk the Shocker doing it, see Murder doing it, Master P just talking on track, nah. What do you think motherfuckers was thriving off ad libs at? Shit, was making a career off ad libbing. Lil Jon was making a career off ad libbing and just talking. Birdman was making a living off ad libbing. So when anybody can do it, nigga, man, that nigga just said, what you looking at? I ain't scared. I ain't here to play no games. They them fools with the pimped out Gucci. I can do it too. Just give me a hot beat and I can speak on it too. It wasn't no gatekeeper in the South to say, nah, bro, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. I don't like, man, they throwing it out there and it's hitting. Long as they got a good beat, motherfuckers don't, and that's where penmanship died at. When P started throwing that shit out there like that, you know what I'm saying? Then Lil Wayne started dumbing it down. And don't forget he had a ghostwriter too. Lil Jon doing it, anybody, I can do it too. I can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that the UGKs and, even 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J was the only lyrical one there. Paul was more of a producer and Crunchy Black was a nigga that just danced. JWE Sports TV. Appreciate it. Make sure I hit the thumbs up button and share the video. A-Boy MJG was talking some shit. But once again, they never really commercially got their flowers like that. People just knew about them because they was legendary. And then they got with Puff around, 03, 04. He said the South brought money into hip hop. Yeah, I mean, P brought a lot of money to hip hop. Lord Infamous had bars up. P brought a lot of money into hip hop. He did. Not gonna lie. He the reason Snoop Dogg got money. Go look up that shit. But also they brought money because they was independent hustling ass niggas. The South hustle different in rap. When they showed they can do it without a major label and sell all these cassettes and they was the first mixtape motherfuckers to ever do it. And P made all that money. P really did put money into rap. But at the same time, he destroyed it. As far as the penmanship, he was part of the process. And I'm not hating on P. Love Master P. But the quality wasn't there. It was all about quantity. Well, Lil Wayne really tipped the balance of rap. He was more influential than Jay-Z. 20 times more influential. He was 20 times more influential than Jay-Z. Jay-Z say stop auto-tune, and niggas did it even more. Had Jay-Z had the power to stop auto-tune, rap is not even in the position that it's in right now. You imagine Lil Wayne, coming in with Carter 3 and all that shit, the lollipop shit, man. Biggie and Pac would have stopped that shit. That's why they had to remove them out the way. That's where really the beginning of rap really changed that. When they got the true gatekeepers out of rap, Biggie and Pac, when they was able to remove them they was able to remove the security guards out the gate. That's when you still had great rap. Kim, Kiss, Nas still was doing his thing, and obviously you had Jay. But when they was able to move them out the way, anything went. Anything was able to flow through. But it started with P, you know what I'm saying, just throwing all that shit out there at one time. You know what I'm saying, just throwing shit out there. Niggas not even saying much. They rhymes not even mounting and adding up. And Birdman also. I'm not saying he did nothing to destroy them, but even Manny Fresh said that the Hot Boys had a part of the destruction of lyrical rap. They was I love the Hot Boys, but the penmanship, and then making sense wasn't really there a lot of the times for them as far as the pen. I'm a griller, but I'm still a nigga. I understand. What he say? Huh? You ran up in my New Year, huh? You had an asthma attack, huh? It was the 4th of July and you can't leave, huh? Oh, your grandma said you gotta rake the leaves, huh? Say the gutters fucked up, huh? So you gotta get up on there and get and clean the gutters, huh? You can't go to the skating ring, huh? Come on, tell me how that is penmanship. And I'm not. I love you. I love that song. I love that song. But really looking back at it, it was the stupidest shit. We could have did. He just talking. Ran to the liquor store, huh? Mama said, get a black and mild, huh? Stop by Keisha's, huh? You had to lay the pipe down, huh? Her nephew and auntie was coming through the back door, huh? You had to leave, huh? I mean, nigga, come on. Easy, he could have punched them lines in. You feel me? Lil Wayne was rapping the same way. Oh, you know how slow the new Rolls Royce beat. And then all of a sudden, he became this lyricist out of nowhere. It don't happen like that. He hired Gilly the Kid to help him. He sounded like a Jay Z. He sounded like a New York MC. And when he built that core fan base, he said, "You didn't listen to the Cash Money for real, nigga." I was talking about that song in particular. That wasn't the lyrical. That wasn't the lyrical assault. That song wasn't the lyrical assault. I listened to G Code. I listened to was it 400 Degrees? I listened to them all. Didn't say he wasn't lyrical. I said that song. You see how niggas take your words out of context? I said that song in particular. Why dissing fucking Juvenile? That song wasn't that fucking hard to rap. And that was the problem. Shit like that, when niggas heard shit like that, I can do it. It wasn't too complex. When niggas heard shit like Lil Jon, I can do that. When they heard Baby rapping, I can do that. Lil Wayne shifted the power of rap. Between Master P and Lil Wayne, they was the two. They was the two that shifted the power the most in rap to what it is today. Quality ain't got to be there no more. And outside of them two, it's just the technology helped shift it. You really never had to be in the studio with somebody, but now you can buy a beat off your phone. You can make a beat off your phone, and all the engineers got to do is clean it up. Ronaldo Slew, all the engineers got to do is clean the beat up, mix it, make it sound good. That's it. Part of that speedy process had to do with technology, and it also had to do with Master P was doing the same shit, getting them in, getting them out, getting them in, getting them out. You in the booth, you in the booth. He flooded the street with so much motherfucking mixtapes and so many motherfucking CDs and cassettes, whatever at the time. But Lil Wayne is the one that changed the power. 2009 is when rap changed. Lil Wayne, if you go back in history and you take Lil Wayne out of rap, I guarantee you rap doesn't change. It's not where it's at today. It's not where it's not where it's at. The Carter 3 single-handedly is the most impactful album of this century since 2000. It was in 21st century. It's the most impactful album. You can't find one that's more impactful. He said, "What about the West Coast? Nobody lyrical out there. There's a lot of lyrical guys out west. Just go over your head. Once again, same thing with the South. Just go over your head. They slang is different. E40 talk shit, but niggas don't like the way he sound. Rapping Forte talk shit, but you don't understand it. Sibo talk shit, but it's a different type of sound. They sounds is different. A lot of motherfuckers out there, talk a lot of shit out there. Gorilla Black, that nigga Nas thought that was Biggie. He was the first fucking niggas. He was the first rap scammer. Shit, he ain't wasn't rapping about it. You can just go on and on and on and on. It all depends on what you consider lyrical. Some people may not consider LL so much lyrical. Depends. MC Ren, bars. It all depends. He said gangster rap didn't kill rap. It didn't kill rap. Gangster rap had no part in rap's death at all. That is totally false. Gangster rap was responsible for the first rap crossover, and that was the Chronic. Gangster rap did not kill rap. That's the biggest horse crock of shit I ever heard. If gangster rap kill rap, then why did trap rap keep it up? I think trap rap was a direct descendant of gangster rap. Rap was just doing just fine. When Gucci, T.I., Jeezy, Rick Ross had it, Young Jock had a good trap album. Come on. And I'm not saying trap rap is responsible. 50 killed New York rap. 50 is directly responsible for what's going on in New York right now. He split New York up. The South, Lil Wayne is the sole reason rap is where it is. The Carter 3. You tell me something different. That's the sole reason with P just throwing a lot of shit out there at once. Even Manny Fresh said the Hot Boys played their hand in it. P was directly responsible for Little John. Baby was he was like P can say it and none, and P wasn't saying absolutely nothing. P was a nigga that was just talking on wax. Birdman was a nigga talking on wax. Lil Jon was just talking on wax. So niggas seeing they can do it, I can do it. Lil Wayne, they got a lot with the auto-tune. JC said no more than auto-tune. If Pocket Big said no more auto-tune, we're gonna be no more auto-tune. It's let you know how Jay-Z was a non-fucking factor when you talking about influence. Lil Wayne is the most influential rapper since 2000. I stand on it. The Carter 3 is the most influential rap album since 2000. The most. It might be the most influential album of all time when it said he spawned a whole fucking genre of bullshit. These Louis Uzi Verts and these lip rings and these, remember niggas used to wear Ed Hardy when I used to go down to Atlanta. This is because of Lil Wayne. When Lil Wayne put the Carter 3 out, niggas wasn't scared to go commercial at all. Auto-tune took even more off. I don't blame T-Pain. Johnny wanna thump. He glorified drugs. He was always high. Bottles in a club. Shorty wanna thump. Come on, man. He said gangster rap put the heads up and generate every nigga wanted to be tough for 30 years. And what does that have to do with rap? What did gangster rap mess up rap? You could say the culture. Where did gangster rap mess up rap? I'm talking lyrical. Where does it mess up rap? We not talking about niggas robbing the Piggly Wiggly or motherfuckers robbing the 7-Eleven. We talking about bars. We talking about the music. We not talking about the culture now. We talking about music. Where did gangster rap mess up the music? It didn't. That's a fact. Gangster rap took rap commercial with the Chronic. Fucking the heads up. They was talking, man, I'd rather motherfucker go out there trying to be hard than a motherfucker going out there and popping 7 Xanax pills. Lil Wayne album represented that. Lil Wayne album represented that. Like I said, lyrical was in the eye of the beholder. Some niggas sitting out there in Oakland like, damn, 40 lyrical. You already said. Some nigga going out there saying, I don't know these new niggas. MC Ren can spit. Cube can spit. Just keep going on and on. You talking about really Cali versus everybody else. I can't remember all these niggas from the DLC was really from Dallas. He wrote a lot of Dre shit. So how did gangster rap mess up rap? That's what I'm trying to figure out. When trap rap was the direct descendants of gangster rap. Even trap rap didn't talk about being a user. Lil Wayne in particular, 2009, destroyed rap. MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice, they had their part in it. But the Chronic come out 92? That is the first. That is the most influential album of his time. Hammer played his part. Hammer went diamond. But the Chronic, that allowed white people to feel comfortable coming in. Motherfuckers mad. It was Lil Wayne. Rap was okay with Jeezy, Tip, Rick Ross, Young Jock. I didn't even give a fuck about them other dancing niggas down there. Baby D and DJ Unk. I'm okay. You always going the White T Boys, the franchise. I was cool with that. I was cool with Cash Money. I had a problem with Mystical. I had a problem with Silk the Child. I love Trick Daddy. You feel me? I had a problem with Trina. I had a problem with Foxy. I ain't had a problem with Tribe Called Quest. I ain't had a problem with Missy Elliott. I didn't have a problem with Mongoose, whatever his name was. I had a problem with them. I had a problem with DJ Quick. I had a problem with Too Short. I had a problem with the Clips. Even if Pharrell tried to rap, I had a problem with him. I had a problem with Snoop Dogg, Last Meal, whatever. I had a problem with Snoop. I had a problem with Bossolini. Cool. That's a new era of rap. Why everybody gotta say, oh, Detroit do this, Detroit this do that, this do that. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. This ain't my era. I just told y'all that. We talking about Lil Wayne. I'm hurting some feelings here. Lil Wayne did it. 2009, the Carter made it cool to be a drug abuser. It made it cool to wear them tight ass, weird ass skateboard shit, which manifests to the tight clothes. 1 and 2 was dope. You know what I'm saying? That nigga you could have almost told that nigga he was from New York. And they would have believed you. When he came in with auto tune and lollipop and all that shit, that destroyed. That just niggas like, man, if Lil Jon and Baby and Master can do it and Lil Wayne doing it now, I can do it. That's the facts. That's the facts. And people not gonna like it, but it's true. And on top of that, he needed somebody else help to pin that shit. That wasn't Lil Wayne. And niggas believe, man, if a nigga tell you his car green, but he tell you it's gold, niggas gonna believe it. Lil Wayne said he doesn't write nothing. You believe that dumbass shit? Name me one nigga from New Orleans that used bull. That's a Philly code. That's a Philly word. Like Gilly said. The nigga had Gilly whole chain on in the video. Tom the Ghostwriter and the major rapper got my chain on. The Carter, I bought the Carter 3. Had Carter 1. Had Carter 2. Had them all. Up to 3? He did that shit. Not Eminem. Not Nocturnal. Not Snoop. He made it cool to dress like that. He made it cool to be a weirdo. He made it cool to be a drug abuser. Now, if 3 6 was talking about it, you know, getting and all, cool. They didn't have the influence he had, and it's okay. If Jay-Z was really a leader and he had the power and the clout that Biggie and Pac had, he'd have put a stop to that shit. Can't. He tried to kill auto-tune and it took off. You want to credit T-Pain? Credit T-Pain. And whoever else you want, but 2009 is the year rap changed. And I remember vividly. That was a great year in rap. The beginning was the Carter 3. Didn't really like it. Gave my CD away to my boy. And I listened to all the songs before they popped. I had it the first day it came out. It was right around the time I graduated from high school. That later that year, you had The Recession. You had Paper Trail. Ply still had a buzz. That was all that was on the motherfucking that was all that was on the motherfucking club. I stayed in the club and I stayed in Detroit and Montgomery and Florida and Atlanta. I stayed in the club. Every damn night I was in the club, either eating some hot wings, chilling, you know what I'm saying, just getting shit off my mind. I stayed in the club. Right around the time OJ the Juice Man came out. I'm getting money. I remember vividly. It's the first time in Montgomery. Damn. I done seen Young LA come through the club. I done seen Young Dro come through the club. I done seen Tip do shows in the South. I vividly remember that's kind of when rap changed. And after that year, I heard Kendrick Lamar come out. I'm like, damn, okay. You hear Cole kind of, getting more hotter. And then all of a sudden, it's just, whack rap took over. Being the abuser, the user and the abuser became cool. That's what happened. Don't forget, Static Major died off the, doing drugs. That was the end of trap rap. Lil Wayne, 2009, it was 2000 whatever to 2009. Everybody you see now, they dress like Wayne. They want to rap like Wayne. And then somebody said the Future influence. Yeah, Future had the next biggest influence after Wayne. Look no further than Fetty Wap trying to dress like him in that other video he had with the hat and shit on. Future was, you know what I'm saying? Doing, next biggest influence was probably Future. Everybody was trying to do what he was doing. It didn't seem complex. It didn't, Steve, salute. It didn't seem complex, but he perfected it. Now, Future sounded a little bit different when he came out. Future Hendrix is different than the Future now. But everybody was listening to what he doing. Tony Ma, I'm just being honest. No. I'm just being. Everybody thought they can do it. And a lot of people did perfect it. I swear to God, I thought Designer was that nigga, dog. Oh, the leopard print pants. Remember Will Ferrell trying to rock them bitches in Get Hard? Yeah, I didn't know much about Lil B, be honest, but yeah, I hear a lot about him. Remember he put that curse on James Harden. That shit was funny. But it's not a horrible thing you blame Lil Wayne. Lil Uzi Vert is a direct descendant of him. You feel me? And then Future had an impact on it. I don't mind Future music. When you have like 20 motherfuckers trying to sound like you, that's kind of, then we got an issue there. Everybody was trying to do the Future to T-Pain. Future is the one that kind of bumped T-Pain out the way. And people say, "What do Drake play a role in this?" At really, the pen. The pen. Drake probably kind of made rap. He kind of made rap like R&B. Like when you listen to R&B, you listen to, a lot of people got mad because Luther was a karaoke singer. I can't use him as a fucking example. But you sing Aaron Hall, "Don't be afraid," and you're not worried about who wrote it. It don't matter if Aaron Hall wrote it or Teddy Riley wrote it or Jack in the Box wrote it. It doesn't matter. Drake took the penmanship out of it. It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin. Nobody care about who write raps no more. And that's kind of the difference between 2009, 2000, 2089, 89 to the beginning. See, niggas like me, Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? Nas, Pop, Big, Pun, like nigga, it mattered. Because we looking for punchlines, we looking for flow, wordplay, Big L. We looking for that. Oh, you heard what that nigga just said? And you kind of can tell the difference. You can't tell the difference of when a nigga writing it for real and when he not. Soulja Boy, man, Soulja Boy was responsible for digital. Soulja Boy took rap digital, but Soulja Boy had a positive influence. Wasn't that Soulja Boy was a whack rapper per se. Soulja Boy showed the industry a good way. You can't say nothing negative about Soulja Boy. You can say, "Oh, he was just yelling on tracks." Birdman did it before him. You feel me? Master P did it before him. Silk the Shocker did it before him. It's just different when Drake did it or DJ Quick did it because they had a real MC writing their shit. Can't blame Soulja Boy. Lil Jon, you can blame Lil Jon. He came before Soulja Boy. You can blame Easy had an MC behind him, Ren and Cube. Can't blame Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy had a positive impact. How did Soulja Boy have a positive impact? Without taking music digital, music would die. They couldn't make money. Bootlegging got so bad that the whole hood had a bootleg part of the album before your physical copy came out. And now they got MP3s where you really can't keep track of them. Soulja Boy helped usher in a digital era rap. That's it. You can't say Soulja Boy innovated shit else but the digital era. He didn't dumb down lyrics. He didn't dumb down flow. It was already been done. 50 just destroyed the unity of New York rap because everybody was doing songs with Ja Rule. Everybody was cool with Ja Irv and Chris Gotti. That's it. 50 just destroyed New York rap. That's it. So if anything, Soulja Boy had a positive impact because he didn't do nothing that wasn't already done other than take rap digital. So you can't blame Soulja Boy. You can't blame 50. You can say blame 50 for fucking up New York rap, but niggas from the South should be happy. Niggas from the West should be happy. New York don't have a leg to stand on right now. They running off Buffalo and they running off ASAP Ferg as far as on a major level. You can't count Jay, you can't count Fab, you can't count, whoever else. They had their day, their time. At one point, it was nothing but New York. At one point, LL, you feel me? You can just keep going on and on. Run DMC, Queens was it. Can't get mad at that. You feel me? Everybody been hoping New York fall off for a lot of years. They was oversaturated, but it's the biggest city in America, I believe. If you do a top 10, anybody that know rap, anybody from 2000 on down to the beginning of rap, you do a top 10, probably 80% of that shit gonna be New York. I mean, shit. The Wu Tang gonna fill up a lot of your shit. We just being honest. The Wu Tang gonna kill it. I mean, they got 100,000 members. Some of the greatest albums there: Liquid Swords, Supreme Clientele, Iron Man, Only Built for Cuban Links. I mean, you can just keep going on and on. That's just Staten Island. Go to Queens, 50, Mobb Deep, LL, Cool Rap, Try. I mean, you can just keep going on and on. You go to Brooklyn, Big Daddy Kane, Jay, Fab, Harlem. You go Dipset, Big L. It's just crazy. It's crazy, man. Rap. New York is just big as shit. But they didn't destroy it. 50 shit just broke up the unity. He played his part to open up the way to open up the doors. He definitely played his part. And Jay-Z played his part too. By destroying Rockefeller, he also took a bite out of New York. He said Soldier could have invented the internet, but he was still whack. It was whack people before him. What was new? MC Hammer was whack. Vanilla Ice was whack. So what did he innovate of whackness? Little John was already there with the East Side Boys. They wasn't even rappers. They was whack. Birdman was there. He was whack. You can just keep going on and on. You can't say he was responsible. He had a positive impact as far as the media and the digital streams. Exactly. If you can't make it, your music can make it in New York. You can make it anywhere. Is what they say. The largest city. You can lock down New York and be good. Ace Boogie with the hoodie, he sound like a future type of clone. He don't rap, he just sing rap. But if you talking about singing and rapping, I mean, you got to go back to you start Ja Rule. Ja Rule to me is who perfected singing rap. Ja Rule was dollar dollar, anyone they wanna get dollar is murder, and even his murderous song. With Ja Rule, oh man, he cut me off. That shit crazy. All right, here we go. They cut me off. But when Ja Rule, excuse me, found out that he can do these love duet songs with Mary J. Blige and J Lo and Ashanti, and and Charlie Baltimore, when he found out that he can do that, he ain't never go back to, Vinny Vinci or his murder type Ja Rule, or he didn't go back to that shit. He found his niche and he banged it out the frame. Ja Rule probably still could be going on with his style. 50 took it from him and destroyed him. You know? But Ja Rule probably perfected that style. Drake benefited from it. Only thing Drake is known for is taking the pen out the game. People don't care about your pen no more. Drake took whole songs, whole beats from Puff. That's why he got his shoulder knocked out. He took whole nigga songs. He consistently got ghostwriters. He's not a rap producer. He not Kanye. He not Swiss Beats. He not DJ Quick. He not Dre. He's supposed to be the number one MC. He's supposed to be what Royce is, what Eminem is, what Jay is, what Nas was, what Pun was, what L was. He's not them. And part of that is with him being, part Jewish. Kobe 2K fan salute. So he got the protection by the people who run the music industry, who pretty much run most of the money in America. The Jews, he got that protection. So anything that Drake do is covered up. Drake is he's the same as a rap producer. He just don't produce. He steal people music. He steal people flows. He's a compilation album walking. He's a walking compilation album. Drake's biggest impact on rap is that he made the pen not matter no more. So now anybody else in there, the pen doesn't matter. I mean, Meek got writers too. So he's followed the leader. People just say, man, damn, when story, a lot of niggas do storytelling rap. It ain't even a story about their lives no more. Who tell good rap stories? Who? A lot of the kids like Polo G, even NBA YoungBoy. I don't have nothing bad to say about that young brother. But he sound like the sound, that Future type of singing sound, a direct descendant of Ja Rule. He used to visit Memphis in the summer. That's it. And then he said his dad wasn't there. So how much or how often did you visit Memphis if your dad was never there for you? So who really telling the story now? No, not a lot of these dudes, because they all telling somebody else's story. Drake is responsible for taking pen out the game. Lil Wayne is responsible for dumbing down and making motherfuckers the user in their raps. What is Jay-Z really responsible for in this thing? He supposed to be, Hove. He played his part too, right around with 50. People are talking about how 50 destroyed the camaraderie in New York rap. But 50 right there too. I mean, Jay-Z right there too. He destroyed Rockefeller. Beanie Siegel, dope. Dope couple albums. Philadelphia Freeway was dope. The Young Guns was dope. Dipset was dope. He destroyed Rockefeller. That took a part of New York too. That took a huge part of New York. So you have 50 doing the grunt work, and then Jay-Z delivered the death blow with Rockefeller. Well, that's what Drake said. His father said something different. You feel me? So, it is what it is. But we here now. And all great things come to an end. All bad things come to an end. So how is the South going to end their reign? Who the fuck knows? Nobody's seen the East Coast and the West Coast not dominating rap no more. Even with Outkast poking their head in there. But for the South to be where it is, it's music. It's cool. I'm not mad at it. It's not their direct fault. But a lot of they pioneers in between they pioneers. A lot of they pioneers in between they pioneers destroyed it. You got UGK, 3-6 Mafia, 8-Ball MJG. You looking at Master P. He didn't intentionally destroy it. P was just trying to get money. But just throwing out a whole bunch of quantity and not really having the quality just showed anybody I can do it. I throw a whole bunch of shit out there, no matter what the quality is, so I'm going to hit. The Hot Boys, man, they fresh admit they played their part to it, kind of dumbing down their music. But hey, Lil Jon. Oh, Birdman rapping in the video. Get your motherfucking roll on. Manny Fresh had better bars than Birdman, and Lil Wayne was writing that shit a lot of that time. You see Birdman, I fuck these hoes after our concert. You like, man, I can do that shit too. You see Lil Jon. Be a. Nigga like, man, I can do that shit too. You look at that Lil Wayne, the death blow. Looking like the lollipops, the only one. You like, man, you ain't talking about shit. You have Soulja Boy at the digital era, then 50 Cent. He working against the grain too. He destroying New York based off of people being affiliated with Ja Rule. So all that go hand in hand. It ain't the one hit wonders. The auto tune, the Lil Wayne, the T-Pains, the 50 Cents, the Jay-Z destroying Rockefeller played a role into it. All that was allowing them to slip it in. When Lil Wayne came out with the Carter 3, that's when rap changed. 09. It was over with after that. Everybody said I can do what he doing. He said Atlanta killed rap, not the South. It's just not the South. It's just not the South. Atlanta may have emasculated rap. We can agree to that. Because they got a lot of great rappers still before the 09. Even though a lot of these niggas technically wasn't from Atlanta. Gucci, Jeezy, T.I., Outkast. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes. Ludacris. Hate not to mention him. Atlanta they destroyed the hip hop culture with a lot of their homosexuality ways. I don't want to like diss them, but that was more the culture. Rap was destroyed. It took multiple. It wasn't just the South. A lot of things had to happen for them to get on top. A lot of things had to happen. But like I say, '09 to Carter 3 was the biggest swing. It was the biggest swing. Along with 50 destroying what he destroyed in New York and Rockefeller destruction. That knocked Cam and Jewels and Jim off their motherfucking pivot. A lot of shit had to happen. Was he trying to change it? No, it was the Carter 3 was the rap album that is responsible for the last 10 or 11 years in rap. It's just that it's directly responsible. We're not blaming Soulja Boy. We're not blaming Atlanta entirely. It was the Carter 3 that he intentionally crossed over on that album. Talking Salute. And a lot of people love Lil Wayne. I love him for the 1 and 2. But then again, once again, wasn't his pen. You don't go down wobbly, drop it like it's hot. Nigga, you don't go from that to being a certified 5-star bar spitter. But y'all got some questions, I'll answer them. But somebody asked me, Terrence asked me what you think about Florida rappers. I love Trick Daddy. 99, 98, 2000, something like that. He was on top. Love Trick Daddy. Who else you got? Trina? Shit, I remember her in the 4th grade. We was lusting over her album picture where she was on the paramedic with the nurse's outfit on. Like, we was little hornball little niggas, man. Who else we got from Florida? Trying to think. Who else we got from Florida, man? Flo Rida. I met him in college. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. Let me see. I look up Florida rappers because I'm drawing a blank. Talking about Kodak Black. I don't think his music terrible, but I ain't a fan. The XX Extension guy, I really never listened to him. So I'm not sure about, Rick Ross, good rapper. Good rapper. I like a song he had with his boy Gunplay. I didn't know he could rap that good. I like Ross, I like Trick, I like Trina. I'm just drawing a blank on some of the other dudes that's from the South. You name them, I'll give you my opinion, but I don't think Kodak music is that bad, to be honest. He got some straight music. He ain't that bad. If we be in 100, they say a lot of industry dudes for Sweet Pimp C. Said, yeah, that ain't nothing new. Atlanta was kind of home. It's home for Ludacris. He was born in Illinois. Yeah, Soulja Boy was born in Illinois. If y'all want to pass him off in Atlanta, he was born in Illinois. I love Ross. Port of Miami was great. We should listen to it every day. Play Madden after school, especially when football and basketball season was over with. Who's a good on the West hip hop scene now in 2020? Man, I don't even know. Talking about the West, Mozzie. I still listen to all my old niggas. I'm an old nigga. I listen to all the old. I listen to Blueface. I know a lot of people ain't a fan of him, but he got his own sound. Uh, who out there? I like Mozzie. Roddy Ricch is. I don't really listen to him. He sound like another Future bite off. No offense to him, but uh, I still like still listen to Rapper Forte. Listen to Spice One. I still listen to Too Short, 40, Cube, NWA, DJ Quick, Safe and Sound, Compton's Most Wanted, MCA. I'm still stuck in that era. Doggy Style, just listening to that. Pump, Pump, Pump. I was just listening to that. Um, Still listening to 213. Still listening to Warren G. Still listening to Nate Dogg. I'm still stuck in that era. I'm really not into the new rap. I don't even listen to the radio no more. That's a Sirius XM radio. DJ Khaled is just somebody that's I don't know. He don't even produce shit. I don't think, man. So that's crazy. I'm talking about the new niggas, Denzel Curry. Oh, I don't listen to them, bro. Oh, you talking about like Vance? What's his name? Vince Staples. I listened to a little bit of him. Don Kennedy when he had a buzz. I listened to him, but he kind of then went away. He kind of ancient now. A Kodak original music was decent once he became mainstream. He became trash. I mean, that happened to a lot of prominent rappers. It ain't enough rappers down here in Florida to kill hip hop. Kodak got good music. He just ignorant. Larry June, a good rapper from the Bay Area. Yeah, Soldier Boy's born in Chicago. He moved with six. Damn, you just named a lot of old school rips. That's what I listen to. You know what I'm saying? I could just let's just roll through my most listened playlist. I don't use. I got Apple Music through my girl, but I don't even listen to it only for hours. But this. I'm just gonna just roll through my most listened songs according to my app. I lose Poser. Okay. Street Dreams by Nas, Gucci Feeling Myself, Ghostface Killer, We Made It, New Edition, Can't Stand the Rain, Pusha T, What Would Meek Do? And I'm reading this shit right off the press. This is the most played songs I listen to. Nothing to Sudden Payroll, Giovanni, HBK, Should I? He's a Detroit rapper. Nita Baker, Sweet Love, BG, Cash Money is an Army, Drew Down, Pimp of the Year, Blueface, Respect My Crippin', Masterpiece, Silk the Shocker, The Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me. I got Drake Like a Light on here. Anderson Pack, Come Down. Last time I checked, Nipsey Hussle and YG, Anita Bucker, Good Love. Two Chainz got one. Payroll Giovanni, Marble, Blueface, Stop Capping. Hustle Music 3, that's Payroll Giovanni, The Baby Bop, Playboy Cardi, Magnolia, Icewear Vezo and Babyface Ray, Champions, that's Detroit shit, Noriego, Super Thug, HBK, Heartbreak, Future and Moneybag Yo and Future, Federal Fed, ASAP Ferg, Plain Jane, LTD, Love Ballad, Payroll Giovanni, Hobby, HBK once again, Detroit rapper, What Happened, featuring Brightmo Main, Block Party, Sada Baby featuring Draco, Gangster Party, Tupac and Snoop, Future Blow a Bag a Day, 21 Savage Bank Account, ASAP Ferg, Future New Level, Grinding on My Life, Nipsey, Ghostface, Killer, Ghost Dini, uh, Payroll Giovanni started small time, Ghostface Killer Malcolm, OT Genesis, excuse me, Push It, Nita Baker, Same Old Love, Future Rotation, Spice One, Strap on the Side, HBK once again, flood my shit with stones. Wiz Khalifa, Cameron, Bluff, Ghostface One, Payroll Giovanni, Shop, HBK again, so for real, Payroll Giovanni, Payface, and Return of the Kid, HBK. This is the most played song. I have done some makeshifting in my playlist and transferring over, so it may be a little bit dissected, but that's basically what I listen to. You like Paz K? Who is Paz K? He said, "What about Texas and Houston? I love Texas, man. Little Kiki, Paul Walker, Millionaire. I had that Mike Jones album. That shit wasn't bad. Sound of Revenge was dope. I had Paul Wall first album. That shit was dope. Had Slim Thug first album. That shit was dope. Jay Z and him was going bar for bar. I didn't purchase a lot of niggas in Houston shit, bro. I love Houston rappers. Shout out to them. I feel like I feel like wherever you raised at, that's where you from. I was born in Chicago but moved to Mississippi. Then I agree. Jada Kiss and Style P still going hard. Oh yeah, man, I had Kiss the Game Goodbye, man. Had that. I remember Jalen Rose was in the jacuzzi. That's one of my favorite back and forth songs. Right, was Gangsta Party. That shit was Positive Chaos. Yeah, yeah. You got a man. Yeah. Yeah, I got that on the playlist. He got a radio station. He got a spot on LL Cool J Rock the Bells. Real knowledgeable brother. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I had to make sure that's who you was talking about. Delete them Detroit rappers. Them niggas is not whack. Payroll is not whack. I'm not Sada Baby not whack. And Kid not whack. So like I said, you like Eminem. So I mean I just let you know everything you need to know. Ghetto Boy, I like the Ghetto Boys, man. Scarface, Diary, yeah. Which impact mode, Pop and Pop, Doggy Style, or The Chronic, or All Eyes on Me? Probably Doggy Style or Chronic. No offense to Pop, probably one of the first two you named. I mean you can pick between. I only say Chronic because he came first. I'm from Texas, but Cameron and Dipset was everything. Yeah, Diplomat Immunity 1, 2, Come Home with Me. You just keep going on. Cameron was a dope rapper. I like Jewel's on the album he had. I like the album. I'm gonna listen to that shit tonight. We played that. We played that shit out. Jewel's album. Jewel's album was one of the most underrated albums. I'm gonna tell you two underrated albums. If you never listened to What the Game Is Missing by Jewel Santana and Ghetto Fabulous, Fabulous first album. Those two are the most underrated albums. You know what I'm saying? For real. Only West Coast rappers that never gets mentioned is Tupac. Well, he really was East Coast. He grew up in New York. He was born in New York, grew up in Baltimore, and moved out to Oakland. So, Corrupt was really from Philadelphia. A lot of people don't remember that. So a lot of people moved all over the place. Yeah, listen to Eric B. Rakim, man. Move the crowd. EPMD. Always listen to Rakim. Rakim bars never get old. Tumble 8, Large Lamar caught a lot of heat for saying Tupac not the greatest songwriter ever. I agree with him. MJ, R. Kelly. I mean, you talking about rap, and a lot of times they said Michael Jackson was still a nigga's record. I don't know how true that was. So I mean, that's his opinion. You talking about songwriter ever? You got Terry, the dudes that wrote Control. What's their name? Terry Jam and whatever his name. They wrote great albums. Quincy Jones wrote some great albums. You talking about greatest songwriters ever? That's crazy. Shout out to the Super Chat. That's a lot of dudes in there. It depends on what you like. Jay-Z wrote Still Dre. Doom, 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 with the Scott Starks beats. So, I mean, shit, that's what you like. R. Kelly is, man, they talking about Chris Brown. R. Kelly was dope, even though he stole Aaron Hall kind of style with the shades and shit. Teddy Riley was another good one. He wrote a lot of Bobby shit. It's what you like. Jermaine Dupri should be in the conversation. He wrote a lot of shit. So I don't think it's one single. When you talking about the greatest, it's really no one, even in NBA, NFL, it's no one greatest player or greatest songwriter, greatest rapper. It's a lot of dudes. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, thank you. They wrote, a lot of shit. Control. They wrote the New Edition, Boys the Men. They wrote all that. Man, come on, man. Shit. Babyface and hoe ass L.A. Reid. You feel me? I don't look at his pocket as an East Coast rapper. He lived in California. He had one East Coast. He had one fucking West Coast album, and that was All Eyes on Me. You know what I'm saying? To me personally, I really didn't think Humpty Dumpty and them sound like they was from the West per se. But I get what you're saying. What about AZ from Harlem? Yeah, with the firm. Nas and them, yeah. Sugar Hill, yeah, he was dope. He was super, super dope. Y'all keep with the questions? He was super dope. Tell you, there's a lot of dope rappers, man. It's hard to put them into a nutshell. Cool G Rap is one of the most disrespected rappers of all time, man. Redman is another disrespected rapper of all time. Not just Muddy Waters and the Blackout and shit. Redman is one of the most influential artists. Lupe, I like Lupe. I used to get, niggas used to clown Lupe, but I understood what he was rapping about. He definitely could have been more street with it, but he refused to dumb it down. Like I said, the Clips. The Clips' first two albums is probably one of the best first two albums you're going to hear from a duo. We think the best Wu album of all time is. That's tough. Too many of them. I mean, you got Tactical, you have Only Built for Cuban Links. My personal favorite right now is probably is Supreme Clientele. That was the best album in 2000. I don't care what a nigga say. Wu Tang just fucked up that radio play. Supreme Clientele is like the perfect rap album to me. Exhibit, yeah, he was from Detroit. He moved out to California. He was all right. I mean, garbage is subjective. I mean, a lot of garbage is today. Exhibit would be like a top 5 rapper today, damn near. No, I don't listen to Larry June. Yeah, I mean, it all depends, man. So if y'all want to see more of these streams, keep supporting me and sharing these videos, man. But I'll answer more questions. You listen to Spice Drum, who was the best rapper? Who was the best rapper in what? I finish your sentence. On Wu Tang, I mean, shit. Y'all listen to Spice One all the time. I am Banks, 40, Too Short, Mozzie, Sibo. Let's do a lot of California and Detroit go hand in hand, bro. We sound alike. But the best rapper in Wu Tang, I mean, shit. It depends on what style you like. Expected Deck was dope. Ray was dope. Uh, Ghostface was dope. Method was dope. ODB really wasn't a rapper like that. So it depends on who you like. I like them all, but I'm probably favorite Ghostface. I'm in a Ghostface type of mood. Like Method too. Niggas was East Coast rapper. My favorite Pac album was like Strictly for My Niggas and Tupacalypse. Those was my favorite ones. A lot of motherfuckers Pac fans for like Me Against the World while he was in jail. All Eyes on Me. Sit down, Machiavelli 7-Day Theory, whatever the hell that was called. A lot of motherfuckers. I was fans off the first two. The first two was like super dope. You know what I'm saying? He was like level headed. They really ain't really like fuck Pac up all the way at that point. Brenda's got a baby, and I get around, and if my homies call, it's one he had with Shock G in the video. You can't keep the black men down. They got me trapped. No, no. That was Pac. To me, that was Pac at his before he kind of they kind of started fucking with him. He shot the cops and all that. See, Pac and they can share the videos about Pac saying, "You bust a cop, I bust back." He bust 2 undercover PDs. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it was. East Coast has the best raps. No doubt. That's bar none. I mean, I think we all can agree on that one. They got the longest. They got like a 10-year head start. You feel me? You feel me? They got like a 10-year head start. And they got the biggest city on their back. And you got Jersey, you got Philly, you got Baltimore, you got DC. You know what I'm saying? So they got a whole side. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest is hella underrated, it's just small. We talking about you was talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony, Twister, Do or Die. So just a lot of different acts. MC Breed. Now you got Big Sean and guys like that. So really, Ohio and Michigan, Detroit and Michigan in general been carrying the rap on the in the Midwest, and then Nelly and Tech Nine in Kansas City, they kind of consider the Midwest too. So that whole Midwest sound, a lot of that just bars. A lot of it is just rapping fast bars, and you know what I'm saying. It's a premium on penmanship, and even Big Sean got nice wordplay. So it's always you get extra brownie points in the Midwest. So what I'm saying. He said, Banana Move got the toughest ass song, one of them fun runs. I ain't heard that one. He said, MC Breed for the longest. I thought he was from the West Coast. I gotta get mine with Soul West Coast. Yeah, Pac killed that shit, man. He went. Rest in peace to him. Bone Thugs only sound like they was from the West because they roll with Easy and shit. I was just watching an interview by, was it Busy? Talking about how Easy E was testing their gangster and shit. East Coast died in 2004 when Rockefeller and Rough Rider Music Inc. died. And 50 Cent broke all the rest of that shit up. We just talked about that. Yeah, Bone only sound West because it was with what was Easy shit called, man? What was Easy record label called? It just escaped me right now. Well, when they was over there, you know what I'm saying, they sounded more West because they basically was. But they definitely had the Midwest sound with like Twister and them had. They bargained over that shit for years. Who created that sound? Eminem, all he did was put that sound together with Redman, and he created his own style. That's cool. It wouldn't be no LeBron if it wasn't for no Jordan. It wouldn't be no Jordan if it wasn't for Bad and Magic and Bird, and then it wouldn't be them if it wasn't for Wilt, and Bill and Jerry West and Oscar Roberts and Pistol Pete, and you know what I'm saying. So you can never be greater than the people that came before you. Ruthless Records, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm a huge Sean fan. Shibbity wobbly, shibbity dolly, shibbity. And he was rapping over the prison phone. Yeah, that was my dude. Who wanna fuck with us? Us is the us is dust to dust. Until you let the motherfucking thing bust. That was my nigga, bro. Hell yeah, I love Sean. People didn't like him because he sounded like Big. I ain't give a fuck. I like this music. I was heavy. I was mad as hell when he went to jail. I don't look at St. Louis as they more southern. I mean, yeah, it's debatable. They kind of more country grammar, so they kind of debatable. Kind of right there in the middle. Bone Thugs don't sound West. They put the Midwest sound. People think they sound West because they was with Easy. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. Them was mine. Them my niggas though. Red Rum. That song they did with Big was tough. Let's ride, let's ride. You couldn't have came whack on that one, bro. Armed and dangerous. Can't too many niggas bang with us. High off weed, no angel dust. That label us notorious. Thug ass niggas that's trying to win, not trying to win. High off weed and lots of gin. That nigga, man, that nigga Big was going crazy on that bitch. They all went nuts on that bitch. That's one of my favorite songs, bro. Hip hop, let's rap, man. You couldn't have came with no whack shit. It was impossible to rap with that much greatness in the studio, and you come with some whack shit. Hell, that shit is probably that would probably go on my hip hop. But that's one of my 10 favorite rap songs of all time. It's hard to drill it down. It's hard for me to drill it down in 10 favorite rap albums. You definitely have to do that shit by decade. But that nigga Big, ooh shit, you ain't hear a bad verse on that motherfucker, man. That's when niggas had penmanship. You know, niggas writing their own shit. Young Snoop was another motherfucker too, bro. Young Snoop, that whole doggy style, man, and he immortalized himself. That's probably one of the most perfect albums you can find. He had Lady Rage going crazy on that. That whole album was just heat, heat. How to Easy have the best verse on Love and Money? Probably who penned that motherfucker. Oh shit! Here come the motherfucking cops. That was my nigga. He got the best voice though. He got the voice for it. He got the best voice. He said Nelly was born in Texas. I bet no. I didn't even know that. Who do you think win the rap beef? When Nas won that motherfucker. Let me tell you this, man. Somebody was saying we was arguing about Blueprint and Doggy Style, right? I said Doggy Style was more impactful. I think it was a better album. Blueprint was dope, but you got to look at it. That nigga lost Takeover to Nas, bro. I don't care nobody else. Ether was better. You know, Ether had a lot of shit that went over niggas' heads, right? Then he lost to Eminem in a lot of people's mind on Renegade. So nigga, how can you say, how can you got killed twice on your album? Twice. Come on, man. You got to kill twice on your album, man. I kind of still think that beef was kind of pre-planned, but Stillmatic was dope too, especially the intro. So I like them. I like Blueprints, probably his best work. But now niggas get to talking about Reasonable Doubt. Wasn't nobody listen to that shit when it came out. That shit didn't catch on until later on. That album truly aged like fine wine. Well, same thing with Ready to Die. Ready to Die only moved like 56,000 albums when it first came out. And then it picked up steam when people first heard it. So it's not to say it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of West Coast rappers from the South originally, like Dub C and Snoop Dogg and Nate Dogg too. Yep. Dub C was a man. That nigga be talking some killer shit, bro. I was listening to one song. He talking about raping your bitch. I'm like, this nigga crazy. Hell yeah, that nigga crazy. Nigga like, what this nigga crazy, dog. You feel me? Like, did he just did this? What John Stark say on that Reggie Miller 35th? Did he just did this? You feel me? Anybody got HBO Max yet? I'm paying too many subscriptions right now, bro. Netflix on fire and Disney Plus. I still ain't stopped watching the 1994 Spider-Man cartoon. I finished the Avatar already again. They need to come off with a spinoff or something. like I said, when you always somewhere bring up Dubs, he always bring up gangsters make the world go doom 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 doom. That whole song is crazy, man. Dub C came right on that motherfucker. Cube and Mac 10 came right. Doom 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 doom. Don't forget about Cube and Crazy Bone and Nice Cube. That was my shit. That was a positive song. Hey young world, the world is yours. Hey young world, the Euro. I was hoping I'd meet Cube this year at the Big Three Championship. Canceled that shit this year. Like big DJ Quick. Yeah, I like Quick. Like for a few first songs. I think somebody's writing some of his shit. I like Quick. That was my nigga. Tonight is Compton, San Antonio. It's just like Compton. Oh, Extraction. I didn't even finish that shit. Did I finish it? Yeah, I finished. It was dope. Hell yeah, that shit was dope. I watched that bitch in parts. You might be wrong because I bought it was written by Nas and Reasonable Doubt the same time they was the joints to get. Man, they ain't fucking come. Oh, it was written. I thought you said Illmatic. But niggas went, man, no, that's a proven fact that album wasn't shit till like Piggy and Pop kind of moved on. And then it caught fire. Reasonable Doubt wasn't like big. It wasn't like that. I mean, neither was Ready to Die. And Ready to Die came out the same year as Illmatic. Like I said, it sold 56,000 copies. But that shit, no doubt, it was a classic. Let me look up Reasonable Doubt record sales. Yeah, it only sold 43,000 its first week. It said, look here, it said the LP 43 sold 43 copies in the first week on February 7, 2002. Reasonable Doubt was certified platinum by Recording Industry Association of America (RIAA) for shipments of 1 million copies in the U.S. It remains the lowest charting album of Jay-Z's career. You feel me? I told you, bro. It just had it aged really, really well. Like I said before, man, that was a great album. You know, you go to that I'm out for presidents to represent me. You go to that song, it tell you everything about motherfucking Tekashi 6ix9ine. He said, other than the honeys that shake their ass at the bars and driving fast cars, you wouldn't be involved with the killers. What he say? You wouldn't be involved with the killers, East Coast Caterpillars, West Coast, whatever he said. He talking about he talking about shit that's still relevant today in that song. Still. Wasn't DJ Quick beef with MC8? Hell yeah. You took out the G. He took out what he say? You took out the G because the G ain't in you because he spelled MC8 without a G in it. Hell yeah. He said when that little bucket put outside, you know what he said? Yeah. Hell yeah, man. That shit was crazy. He said what he say? You movie script killer. That shit. I still bang that shit, dog. That nigga was mad. MC8 went hard on him first. That shit was cute. Quick has some shit, bro. Hell yeah, Quick has some shit. You know, I used to love Denver. They want to be like Compton. I thought you knew. That's one of my favorite fucking rap videos. I don't know why, bro. I'm glad to be. I'm glad, man. I love that motherfucking song, man. Thought you knew. Rap good everywhere, man. Some niggas might think people that don't think that you think lyrical from their hood. Lyrics got a lot of times got to do with understanding and slang and the lingo. Everybody lingo different. Real. I thought you knew. Easy does it. Who they want? Easy. Easy. Easy does it. That was a dope ass first album too. That was the first album they came out with and shit. And then they came out with their first album. Was it Straight Out of Compton? Yeah, and then they came out with that. Easy, easy. Shit. That nigga Dre pearled that motherfucking album. You know what I'm saying? He pearled all three of their little albums. Easy Does It, Shout Out to Compton, Niggas for Life. Topic or question: do you follow the UFC? I don't follow it like that. What about Megan Thee Stallion? Fine. She tight. I don't really attracted to her like that though. I don't know why. I don't really be into it though. Her music. But yeah, she on fire right now though. Thick than a motherfucker though. I ain't gonna lie. Her body all real. I think Cardi B body plastic, man. But yeah, man, y'all keep supporting these Hip Hop 101. Share the videos, man. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Once again, all the links in the description. Um if you got a video request or you got a Hip Hop 101 request you wanted me to speak on, you can always hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and I'll try to accommodate that request. What you think about Pastor Troy, vice versa? I like Pastor Troy. Vice versa. He say, this P? Yeah, this P. It's No Limit Studios. Pastor Troy and them Georgia boys coming. Ain't no playing G. Yeah. I still listen to Pastor Troy when I'm working out. That's my workout nigga right there. Some MBA rap song in West Coast too, East Coast too. Who do you think? Well, Q Most Wanted was East Coast recorded. Who do you think dropped the best diss song in hip hop? That's hard. I don't like one of the ones. The one I don't like. I don't like. A lot of people gonna get mad. Hit 'Em Up by Pac. That's my least. That's my least favorite diss song of all time. I just didn't like it. I didn't not saying it wasn't a good song. I just didn't. I like looking back on it. I don't like what it end up. The outcome ended up being. Who Shot You? I ain't like that one either. Not saying it wasn't a good song. I just didn't like the outcome. You feel me? What the outcome gave. It was great songs, but ultimately, they used that shit to kill both of them. But No Vaseline to me was always the best. Was always the best to me. Cannabis had a great one too. He up there. Those are always two of the best. Yeah, Shots Boy from Georgia. Hell yeah. Remember Clinton Portis told a song about how he had Pastor Joy come bring his belt to one of his games and shit. But yeah, let me get out of here, man. Appreciate